This episode of Capes and Lunatic Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code SOUTHGATE to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
But I just show up and look pretty and spout big words, and then I'm done.
It's been a while since I hit that one.
Wait, no, I Love Ben Riley?
Oh, if you're begging for it. I don't know, try to mix it up sometimes.
It's tradition now to annoy me at the start of every Ultimate Spider-Cast.
Every episode. I'm going to go like 500 episodes with this thing just so I can hit it every time.
All right, starting now.
All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ultimate Spider-Cast. You may know us by our famous drop. I am Phil, and joining me, as always, is...
Hey, y'all, it's Lil Hellfire.
Ben Rowley's #1 fan.
When it's opposite day, yes.
You asked for it. Every episode.
It's tradition. You can't but tradition. I've embraced it.
Yeah, she said fuck the people. Anyway.
With a B, like Scott. Hey-o!
Hey-o! Alright, so we're continuing our Month of the Lizard. That's unpretty than I thought. Phrasing. Anyway, this time we're going right to 1994 and Web of Spider-Man 110 and 111.
This is so 90s it hurts. They've got gangs and graffiti and chains and pipe wrenches and, colored inner city hoodlums. Rough.
The most 90s thing is the right there on the cover of 110, the bounty hunter called Warrant.
I know, right?
With his armor, with the guns built into the gloves and stuff. Yikes. Corrupt government officials, because that never happens anymore.
Sometimes some tales are as old as time,
Beauty and the Beast.
Are you talking Deadpool and Spidey already? No? Okay.
Wade's World's coming back.
Oh, boy. Just right. Motorcycle gangs and...
So, yeah, let's get into 110 from March 1994. The title was just... the arc's title is so appropriate. The Savaging Part 1.
Phrasing! But yeah, this issue's name is Final Sanction. It's just like, the final countdown.
It's the final countdown. But
yeah.
Why
does Spider-Man really want to save the lizard? Like, Pete, you're too good for this world sometimes.
Because Kurt Connors is in there.
Somewhere, supposedly.
But yeah, it opens up with a, where is this? Oh, on the southern border of Colorado, where a couple was just being terrorized by a biker gang. and the lizard just drops down and it starts attacking the biker gang.
Oh, yeah. Who is that? Dr. Ashley Kafka.
Yes. Yes, she is a woman, unlike, Kafka makes an appearance in Spider-Man 2, but it's like a German man, so.
Before we can nail down that continuity.
Sony. But we'll get there.
And you know what the best part of this issue is for me, right? We get a little Betty Brant action.
Do you have like a Betty Brant thing going on?
I think I might. I think that might be my new thing.
Betty Brant. Can Betty Brant get it? Oh, that's my Spider-Cast opening. Lil saying Betty Brant can get it.
I will send you a clean drop. Just
nice.
List of people who can get it. Felicia Hardy.
Oh, nice.
And of course, Mary Jane's #1. Oh my God, dude! Top 10 list.
What the spider ladies who can get it?
Yeah.
Lil's like Betty Brant.
A mess. We're a mess. Stay focused, Philip.
You're the one drooling over Betty Brant. Anyway.
She's got a nice character design.
I bet she does. But yeah, so during the lizard attack, it cuts in with, Dr. Kafka is arguing with who's this government guy?
Is it, hold on.
Is it
Rayner? No, not Rayner.
Renard or Rain? Is it
Mr. Rayner, yeah.
Something like that, and he brings in the bounty hunter known as Warrant, assigned to sanction the lizard with extreme prejudice. The 90s.
Extreme prejudice! That sounds like a phrase the Undertaker would use.
Because in the last issue, Calypso, remember her from the Todd McFarlane run? Broke the lizard out of prison, but he killed her for her efforts.
You know, that's what you get. You can't be nice to these guys.
I don't know. She really wasn't doing much. I mean, after that McFarlane.
Yeah, it's Calypso.
She showed up in like an issue of Daredevil, and after that, I don't know if she really did that.
It's Calypso! That's what I'm saying. You will not see her in the MCU. It's maybe the Sonyverse, because the Sonyverse digs deep.
I mean, she was like a Craven one-night stand. That's like, come on.
Obsessed. Like, let it go, lady. I know that you might have been great, but you gotta move on.
Oh, I love men with animal faces on their chest.
I thought that was going down a different road.
Hello.
But yeah, so Raynard and Warren are planning out their strategy.
And then we get Lilith's favorite scene with Betty Brant at the Daily Bugle.
Gotta pay those bills! Gotta pay those bills!
This was like... I don't think they really go into it here, but this was like a weird period where like Betty Brant and Joe Robertson were like working on a story, and they were kind of making it seem like they were
Project Sandstorm.
Yeah, but like they were hinting around before they revealed that, and almost they were making it seem like they were having an affair or something, and it was very weird time.
It was the 90s. Betrayal, sex, adultery, everything goes.
But so yeah, Peter runs into them, but then he sees, 90s, he sees a fax coming into the Bugle.
Ooh, that is a rough sliding time scale reference. I'm sorry. Like, I think my whole adult life, I've sent maybe 5 faxes. Business-wise and all. Like, 5 faxes in my life. It's called email, people.
Oh, yeah, email killed the fax machine. Yeah, definitely. But, yeah. I mean, so Peter's standing in the Bugle. First he's talking to Betty. Keep it down, Lilith. And then the fax comes in.
Actually, the fax sound is way more annoying than dial-up to me.
Oh, yeah, when you pick up the phone.
Or if you've ever accidentally dialed a fax number, it's the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we're so old.
So Peter, it's like, finds out the lizard's escaped, ditches his clothes, turns to Spider-Man.
And, he's throwing out those spider chasers left and right. And it's like, look how much Billy's grown up, because the plot demands it.
Yeah, but we also get a scene of, Warrant and Kafka and Renard are flying after the lizard, and we see the lizard. The lizard I don't know, he must have killed the bikers, then he killed the people it looked like he was defending, so he's just killing everything in sight.
He's a wild manimal, bro,
That's right.
Well, man reptile, not quite a mammal. So
Spider-Man goes to see Martha and Billy Connors, and then...
Are we just not here to talk about the elephant in the room? Like, you were just, like, taking your sweet time getting to the whole Aunt May and Peter Parker's parents? Say that 3 times fast.
What, the parents?
Yeah.
Well, this is happening at around the same time as when Peter finds out about the whole, parent thing, so...
Yeah. But, like, Mary Jane seems like a little paranoid, and she's weirded out by it, and...
Well, she was doing an appearance for the soap opera she was on and got shot at in Amazing Spider-Man. And then, there's the cigarettes I gave up.
I mean, I feel her. I feel her struggle.
Why, are you a smoker?
I used to be, yeah.
Oh, were you?
Oh, yeah.
Say, kids, cigarettes stunt your growth.
I was always going to be 5'3" Anyway, Secret Hospital. Secret Hospital. That sounds like an Adult Swim, like, parody.
Well, they couldn't call it General Hospitals.
They can't call it Localized Hospital.
NY Hospital.
Oh, God.
So, yeah, I don't know if Peter was, like, swinging home, but then the tracer he gave Billy goes off, so he swings back and crashes through their window, because there's Warrant pointing a gun at an innocent woman and child. Where's the lizard?
Extreme prejudice. That's what that means.
It's like how the heck, it's like, I mean, like we said, the lizard's basically an animal. There's no corners left in him. And he's been sighted in Colorado, so how is it?
He's headed to Florida. This issue.
Yes, and it's like, okay, so how does his wife and kid get? Even if they wanted to tell you, how would they know where he was at? I mean, he's all animal. It's not like he's picking up a phone or anything.
Yeah, Warren doesn't understand. This is a new tango for him.
We really needed to get. This is really a plot device to get Spider-Man involved.
And that's what I say. Every time the lizard shows up, it's just like, just let the poor little bastard run free.
Yeah, except he's killing people.
That's life. Especially in Florida, it's a roll of the dice every time you walk out of the house.
Yeah, so Spider-Man and Warren are having like this big battle in the middle of the apartment. I mean, Warren's firing micro missiles and lasers.
I know, it's like rubble everywhere. Matter of fact, everybody gets coated in rubble at one point.
Well, yeah, he brings the ceiling down, which it'd be funny if you see the people in the apartment above. Ah!
Only in the movies.
I'm surprised anyone was like, that's that menace Spider-Man.
J. Jonah did nothing wrong!
He was, okay, Charlie has it.
So.
And Warren just takes Billy.
As you do, you kidnap young kids. That's the thing.
Yeah.
90s especially,
Oh, yeah.
Satanic panic. If a kid goes missing, he is goat feast.
And then the issue ends with the lizard hanging onto the bottom of yet another car as it takes him back to Florida, and then he kills the people in the car.
Just minding their own business, going to that poop hole they call Florida. I mean, Florida would have killed him. He didn't have to do it. That's all I'm saying. Whether it's the humidity, the mosquitoes, an alligator, or a random Florida man sighting, odds are stacked against you when you come to visit Florida. Unless you're going to Disney World. That's the only safe place.
Yeah, right. And then the next issue box is like, the Lizard vs. Spider-Man, first Warrant to the death.
Scales of justice!
Then you get an ad for the, one of the many Venom miniseries of the 90s.
So many. I think we've covered them all at this point. It feels like, even if we haven't.
We haven't. That's how bad it is. We didn't.
But wait, there's more.
Ooh, I never got this series. Ooh, glow in the dark cover for issue 1.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah,
that's something they should bring back. I wouldn't mind.
No, me neither. Yeah, I have the Ghost
Rider. The
Rider.
last glow in the dark one I had was like probably that Superman one from Reign of Superman.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. I know I have a Ghost Rider one from the 90s, but yeah, I never got that Venom one. Yeah, bring back glow in the dark cover.
So, Scales of Justice, Part 2.
Web 111, April 94. Peter swings home to pick up some stuff, and there's Mary Jane huddled in a corner.
As she always is.
Oh, I think she smoked. Look, there's an ashtray sitting there with butts in it.
It's unsmoked, but it's crushed cigarettes in the ashtray. She was kind of trying to suck the nicotine out, which is a thing people do.
Hey-oh, Brandon.
No, well, maybe.
Yeah, it's just so weird because Peter says something about that unsmoked pack of cigarettes, but meanwhile there's butts like crushed in the ashtray.
Yeah, if you look at it, it's unsmoked and they're just crushed.
I was gonna say unless they just didn't empty the ashtray for a while.
Like, honestly, he should just let the woman smoke. They're leading a very stressful life.
Yeah, but he doesn't want her to get cancer, Lila.
If you live long enough, you're gonna get cancer. Just hashtag deal with it.
And in a couple months, she's gonna get pregnant. Spoilers.
Yeah. Okay. Meanwhile, anyway, Raynard, Warren, and Billy Connor's on a private jet.
Oh yeah, government money.
I how she'll feel about allocating these funds for that.
Yeah, but I mean, no one's gonna. I mean, you don't have to answer questions. But you think Warren's getting through a metal detector?
I know exactly. And I love how Billy's just like, "Oh, I'm being used as bait. That's fine. This is fine."
How dare you use me for bait? I was just gonna stab the lizard last episode, but how dare you use me as bait?
Oh, and, poor Pete. He's always working on those damn spider tracers and how to improve their signal.
Oh yeah, boosting the signal. But he's like, hey, they must have taken him out of New York already. Yeah. Oh, this is when they moved into that new apartment.
Yep, the brownstone.
And he has like his spider cave upstairs in the attic or whatever.
Spider cave, spider cave.
Because look, you see, he got like a couple costumes hanging there, and I think it's Mysterio's fishbowl hanging on the shelf there.
Talk about your man cave.
And then, of course, it's the 90s, so Mary Jane's laying in bed with the straps coming down.
Clad.
What?
Scantily clad.
Of course.
That's what she's there for. You just gotta lean into it.
See, that's what I was going to say. Keep the marriage, but they could have given her stuff to do.
But honestly, let's be real. Out of all the girls that Peter's dated, she is by far the dumbest. And she doesn't even have street smarts.
What?
Yeah.
You're telling me she's dumber than Gwen?
Gwen wasn't dumb. Gwen was just
moody,
overly enthusiastic.
Drama queen.
Yeah. Over enthusiastic about being a drama queen.
Yeah, but say Mary Jane didn't go to college, did she?
No. Well, in some iterations, she did.
In some, she did, but I'm thinking regular 6 months.
But it's not like she was in the physics class or, advanced biological sciences like Peter, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but look what happened to Gwen. She wasn't. She got cloned over and over.
She's just living her best life in an alternate dimension. Let's just let it go. But, that's all you can hope for your favorite characters that wind up dead. You just hope they're living their best life in another dimension, on another Earth.
I know. But then Ward gets to Florida and puts Billy in a backpack and jets off. I have a kid.
Billy in a backpack. Is that what the kids are calling it now?
I was gonna say I have a kid. Where's when he was a baby? Where's my jetpack papoose? Come on.
You were born too soon, Philip. In about 20 more years, we'll have it. Waiting on my damn hoverboard.
My flying cars.
Oh, to be old and crotchety, I love it. Anyway,
you wear it well.
I learned from the best, Charlie Esser. So
What?
I learned from the best, Charlie Esser.
Old and crotchety. That sounds like something Charlie Esser would like.
Oh, so yeah, when they the castle is compromised from the battle, and then the lizard falls in some quicksand. Did I have that right? Quicksand? Like it's a Mario game?
It's like a 70s movie or something. It's like, what the...
Florida has sinkholes, yes, but not quicksand.
But yeah, because it's like they're fighting at the castle where Spider-Man and the Lizard originally fought in Amazing number 6. But I guess they're tearing it down or something. They're building houses around it.
You can't stop progress.
There's a castle in our backyard. What?
Yeah.
But yeah, the Lizard's all shirtless because he's been wrestling alligators for the whole time while everyone's been coming to get him.
Hey, when in Rome, do as Romans do.
So yeah, Spider-Man was paddling the Lizard until Warren shows up.
If he doesn't stop putting Billy at gunpoint and his life in danger, you just can't like this guy.
Oh my god, this issue is so 90s. I know the Lizard is super strong, but he picks up a bulldozer and throws it at Warren.
I wish I could pick up a bulldozer.
I don't think the Lizard was that strong.
Plus, he's angry too. I don't think his base level strength is that, but when you throw in anger, because it's always that thing about the Lizard, don't make him angry. He's like a mini baby Hulk. Okay.
He wouldn't like him when he's angry.
There was no justice to be had in this issue, though. So, false premise, bait and switch.
No.
There's never any justice when it comes to the Lizard. You just want Kurt to have the damn cure and never have to hear about the Lizard again. Honestly.
Well, yeah, it appears he dies in this issue, but then he shows up during the Clone Saga as Kurt Connors, so.
Yeah. It's like with nothing else to do, Spider-Man's like, peace out, y'all. And he's like, I got unfinished business with Warren. I'm going to deal with that soon.
And yeah, during the Clone Saga, it seems like there's another lizard running around who's not Kurt Connors, but we'll get there next episode.
Yeah.
Because, next episode, you know who shows up, Lilith?
I love Ben Reilly.
Yes, I know. I'm aware. He loves to torture me. You guys know that. If it's not Nate Gray, it's Ben Reilly. It's fine. Everything's fine. Nothing's on fire. This is fine.
You are lucky this is a Spider-Man podcast. I was so tempted to make this a Ben Reilly podcast.
I mean, you can. We have.
I mean, every week.
Every other week after we get done, if you want. I don't care.
Now, I want to get in other iterations eventually. You know, do some Mouse, do some Spider-Gwen, do some Spider-Man 2099, do some Spider-Girl.
Do some Miguel.
Yeah, that's what I said, Spider-Man 2099.
Why do I always think he's like 2054 or something like that?
No, 2099.
Miguel is so random. He's Irish and Mexican. Like, what? How does that happen? Not even in New York does that happen.
Well, I mean, when Charlie Esther and I talked to Peter David, remember the dumbass conversation?
Yes.
He said, like, everyone, like, they were looking for someone to write Spider-Man 2099, and, like, everyone was, like, submitting all these ideas for, like, oh, it's Peter Parker's grandson or whatever, and all this, and he's like, he just took he made everything the opposite of Peter Parker, and that's how he got the job, is, like, Peter was white, so he made Peter not white, or, like, part, like, Latino. He was like, Peter was a teenager when he got his powers, so he made Miguel an adult. He's like, Peter, when he first started, didn't have luck with women, so Miguel was engaged when he first showed up.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be real. Like, I know a lot of, like, my friends, like, that are, like, Hispanic and Latin.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they literally only had that to cling to, and it's like, the Puerto Ricans were like, hey! And I think that's honestly why Bendis kind of gave Miles to them.
Yeah.
Anyway. But yeah, they're just like, oh, so close, but no.
because Miguel's like half, but he looks so white.
Yes.
Still. Yeah.
Yes. Anyway. No.
Oh, but yeah, we'll have to get to Spider-Girl eventually. We might have to have Matt Cohn on, because he was saying something, because he was reading some 2099 issues. He goes, I'm so tempted to start a 2099 podcast and call it a Party Like It's 2099.
The more the merrier. Doesn't he know that by now?
I know. I said, oh, you would so tempt me. I would have to join you for that. I don't know if time as it is, but yeah, I love that title, Party Like It's 2099.
But yeah, I just want Kirk. I feel like Kirk Connors is the more interesting character and not the lizard. And
yeah.
So, like, every time he shows up, just give him the damn cure. All I want for him.
Yeah, but isn't he like the Marvel Comics Man-Bat?
Basically.
Yeah. It's scientist experiments on himself. And
oh, the hubris. That is for Charlie when he goes off on a tangent.
Oh, don't you worry. I got that Charlie Esser covered.
Look at my butt.
Wait till he hears that tomorrow.
Just like so out of context.
Wait till he hears that.
Is it in the butt?
I believe they call it a prison purse.
Prison wallet.
Yeah.
Anything else, I darn well please.
Wait, I'm not a fancy man. I was waiting on it.
I'm not a fancy man.
The best one. Let's just be honest.
All right, we'll get into this a lot. We'll get into this more tomorrow on Capes and Lunatics, but
like, I just want to know why she was shot by an angry secret hospital fan. Like, honestly, I'm going to tell you that soap opera fans are the most dedicated, but they're not crazy. They just know their material. Like, when the soap operas used to go on strike, like writer strikes and stuff, they would actually have the fans come in and write the scripts, and you could not tell the difference. So I just felt that was just kind of weird.
I'm trying to remember, because, like, wasn't it, like, the old lady didn't know, like, fantasy from reality or something? It was just like, oh, how dare you seduce that married man and this and that. And
yeah, something weird like that. But, like, I'm just saying, soap opera fans are the best fans. Like,
you hussy.
So that just always kind of rubs me the wrong way. Like they're little old ladies. Like, you know, I don't think people our age watch soap operas anymore because I think there's only like one now.
Yeah, there's only like one or two left. Yeah, because they put on those talk shows during the day because they're a lot cheaper to make.
Yeah. Well, you'd be surprised how cheap it is, even though they're shooting every day. You'd be surprised.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So this arc is about a solid B- for me. I enjoy the artwork. I just want him to have the cure, but I really do love the lizard design.
Yeah,
in the 90s, especially.
It's pure 90s. It's right before Clone Saga, and like we said, this is happening the same exact time that Peter finds out the truth about his parents, because the next issue after this arc is that Pursuit that crossed over into all the
yes. I feel like everything was crossing over like every other week. It was just like, wow, a lot to keep up with.
We have to do a special that just like cover the whole parents arc and then the whole Pursuit arc, just like do a road to the Clone Saga thing.
Oh, we should. And then don't do Clone Saga for like 3 years. And then
we don't
do Clone Saga.
Yeah, we don't have to do Clone Saga then. I'm just saying, like, dude, road.
We did do No Man's Land, so I think we could probably. But Clone Saga's forever. Like, it's longer than No Man's Land.
Send your request in for the year 2020 because we pretty much have this mapped out till January. So
yeah, sorry, kids.
We got some fun stuff coming up. Acts of Vengeance.
Fun, he says, kids. Fun, he says.
Hey! Cosmic Powered Spider-Man.
I know.
Smacking Magneto around. Come on. And the Hulk. Come on.
I mean, what more could you want? That was wish fulfillment, for sure.
Heck yes. I was going to say, did you want to discuss any of this week's new Spider-Man books, or should we save that for Capes?
I'm going to save it for Capes, yeah.
All right, so this will come out after. So check out Capes in Lunatics episode 98 for Superior Spider-Man 4, Amazing Spider-Man 18, Marvel Comics Presents number 3, and Spider-Man Deadpool 48. Yeah, Spider-Man was just in a few books this week.
Sometimes it feels like there's only like one Spider book, and then other times it feels like there's a million.
Milk it. And then a lot of them, like Amazing comes out twice a month.
Yeah, okay, it's not my imagination.
Yeah,
it is a lot.
All right.
Let's get out of here. We still got one more to do.
That's what she said. So yeah, join us.
If you're lucky.
Hell. So join us next time for more Lizard fun. Like we said, Spectacular Spider-Man 238 and 239 from September and October 96. Like, still in the 90s with Ben Reilly.
If you like it, I love it, Philip.
I love Ben Reilly.
I know. Anyway, so send your thoughts on anything we've covered, the upcoming, like we said, the Spectacular Spider-Man 238 and 239, and then after that, of course, our review of Amazing Spider-Man, the movie, the first one, so send your thoughts on that. Capes and Lunatics at gmail.com, facebook.com/Ultimate Spidercast, at ULT Spidercast, and at CL Sidekicks on Twitter. Follow CL Sidekicks on Instagram, and the voicemail, 614-382-2737, at 614-38-CAPES. And Lilith, where can people find you, the rampaging monster of Florida?
If you nerds want to fight me or tame me, you can find me on the interwebs via Twitter at Lilith Hellfire and over on the gram at Lilith Hellfire 86. If you want to talk Smallville, Superman, Arrowverse in general, with just a touch of, Marvel, like, Deadpool and Spider-Man, you can find me at SaveMePod on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, and or Twitter.
I need some muscle and some meat.
Oh man, can you imagine our hits if we raffled off a date with Lilith Hellfire?
No, nobody wants that. I'm terrible.
She's not Miss Right, she's Miss Right now.
Get out of here.
Anyway, thank you for joining us for another episode of Ultimate Spidercast with that monster in Florida and the lizard. Alright, everyone. More lizard next time, and let's take a good rally. Alright, so you know the drill.
Swing on back.
Swing back next time.